What's going on, gang? What's going on, people? Honestly, you guys gotta help me choose. So there's that one, right? I've made two others. You feel me? What's going on, everybody? We got people in the building. Frosty Too Cold, BK, Chris, Smoke, Lisa, Hater University in the building. Really JW, John Banks. What's going on? Okay, all right, ready? So this is song number 2. No Red Bull in sight, strictly for vibes. You ain't lying, Brandon. We back.
Relax and sit back. We back like cook crack. It's the LJ show. Get up. It's the LJ show. It's yo. We gonna be moving, vibing, sliding. Gonna be hating, debating. Ain't no faking. This is late night greatness. We gonna be moving, vibing, sliding. Gonna be hating, debating. Ain't no faking. This is late night greatness.
Okay, right? So that's option 2. You feel me? Mr. Wallahi, what's going on? Joey, what's happening? Silver Spoon, what up, my boy? Reggie, what's going on? First one still? All right, bet. And so then this is option number 3. Okay, Lisa like number 2, though. Okay, see? 90 sitcom, you ain't mad. So, see, some people saying number 2. Now, here's third option.
Relax and sit back. Oh yeah, we back like cook crack. Whoa, baby. It's the LJ show. Get up, get up. It's the LJ show. It's yo. We gonna be moving, grooving, vibing, sliding. Gonna be hating, debating. Ain't no faking. This is late night greatness. We gonna be moving, grooving, vibing, sliding. Gonna be hating, debating. Ain't no faking. This is late night greatness.
And here's number 3. So we still got option number 1. Okay, we running back option number 1. What? Number 1, this is number 1.
I'm on baby, yeah. Relax and sit back. We back like cook crack. It's the LJ show. Get up. It's the LJ show. It's yo. We're gonna be moving, grooving, vibing, sliding. Gonna be hating, debating. Ain't no faking. This is late night greatness. We gonna be moving, grooving, vibing, sliding. Gonna be hating, debating. Ain't no faking. This is late night greatness.
Boom. Whoever said that, hold on, I'm gonna find that in the comments in a second. Somebody just said that was very smart. Poll. And whatever we do with the poll, that's gonna be, it's over after that. Poll, and then that's gonna be the winner going forward. Boom. And we're gonna see what happens. We'll let the poll go until, like, I don't know, 6 o'clock or something. Then I feel like that's reasonable. Is there Discord? No, not yet. By next stream, which will either be tomorrow or Wednesday, Discord will be active. I got y'all. He said, hold on, let me log on my account, vote for number 1. I mean, number 1 seems to be winning in quite the landslide. It was only a minute ago, though. Okay, but now that more people are in here, welcome back to the LJ Show. We back like cook crack as always, baby. World War III. Man, let's talk about it. So, The reason this is called Who's Lying is because over the weekend, obviously, Trump put out that tweet that said, I'm going to give you 48 hours, right? During that time, Iran either had discussions with them or they threatened him. Because from then, Trump then came out and said, all right, bro, fuck it. This shit is over. Oh, they said, play it again? Is there a link we can listen to all of them? Nah, there's not no link that we listen to all of them. I'll run the three. I'll run them back right now. 1, 2, 3. Right? So this is option number 1. Option number 1 right here.
Ooh, yeah, I'm on, baby, yeah. Hey, yeah. Relax and sit back. We back like a crack. It's the LJ show, get up. It's the LJ show, it's show. We're gonna be moving, grooving, vibe.
Okay, that's 1. This one's 2.
Relax and sit back. We back like cook crack. It's the LJ show, get up. It's the LJ show. It's yo. We gonna be moving, vibing, sliding. Gonna be hating, debating. Ain't no faking. This is late night greatness. We gonna be moving, vibing, sliding. Gonna be hating, debating.
Boom. That's 2. And then this is 3.
Relax and sit back. Oh yeah, we back like good crack. Whoa, baby. It's the LJ show. Get up. It's the LJ show. It's show. We gonna be moving, grooving, vibing, sliding. Gonna be hating, debating. Ain't no faking. This is late night greatness. We gonna be moving, grooving, vibing, sliding. Gonna be hating, debating. Ain't no faking.
I feel like a lot of people is rocking with 2, bro. I do like the way 2 starts better. Like, cause like the way 2 starts is like the attention grabber. You feel me?
Relax and sit back. We back like cook crack. It's the LJ show. Get up. It's the LJ show. It's yo. We gonna be moving, vibing, sliding.
I don't know, bro. They definitely did probably sample Bruno Mars. You ain't lying about that. Bro, we gotta talk about the general shit. Okay, Zach asked if BB's dead, so did Proximio, so did Ray. I still think bro definitely may have gotten bodied. I'm still, you know what I'm saying? Now, he obviously has been doing stuff, but like I said before, everything is very particular. And it's always not live and not answering any questions. I need to see him go back and forth, either on American TV or meet with one of our like actual leaders live. Definitely 2 as a producer. 2 for sure. Damn, 2 about to overtake. 2 is about to overtake. But 1 is still in the lead. You've been looking for that anime and the ending, your outro. I need that. Bro, that's another one that is just made with Suno, to be honest with you. So, if people didn't know, okay, so this is how I make all this stuff. I'm just going to, this is in news right now. This is, you know, we just chilling, talking shit. So, I'll write all the lyrics, right? For something like this. Okay, boom. I'll write the lyrics for it, and then I'll say how I want it to sound. And that's what I did for like the other anime video. Just so you could just like, you know what I'm saying? So that people can understand. Because it's really hard to find like music that obviously isn't copyright, that you want it to sound like how you want to sound. So I'm like, okay, shit. This is what I'm going to do. Bro, who's clicking 1? BB dead as fuck, I'm telling you. He was on TV a couple times talking to Tel Aviv, him on Al Jazeera. Not for real. Glad to finally catch it. Man, welcome, Plant. You know what I'm saying? Join up in Haiti University. If you have the chance, you know what I'm saying? We trying to get as many people in this university as we can. Click the like button. I appreciate that. Trolls hitting 1 for real. Yeah, one is still winning. At 88 votes. Like I said, though, we'll stop it at like right around 6. You better not change the fucking outro. I'll never change the outro. I ain't gonna lie. The outro is one of my favorite things in the world. Yeah, the outro, that's not going anywhere, people. But, okay, so let's dive in to what's happened, right? You said 1 is the poll fan. What you mean? What you talking about? Polls right here. Originality for the win. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Trying to be original. I feel like that's more interesting and copying everybody else. But I like writing music, but at the same time, it's like, okay, I got this, but can I make my own shit? Nah, I suck as a producer. So I'm like, okay, let me work on some shit where I could figure this out. And then you just sing it into Suno, and then that shit can create it for you. It's crazy. Too many people press 1 to start. Facts. If you send some sample voice clips, I can cook up something from scratch. That's what I'm saying. So that's what I do in the Suno shit. Not sure if you saw my message. I only sent it one more time to avoid being annoying. But if you need help with building Discord, I do so professionally. I'd be happy to help. 100%, bro. Hit my DM or hit me on email, and we could definitely, you feel me, figure that out. And it's definitely still my lyrics. I definitely write all this stuff. I never want AI to create everything. But it's one of those things like, okay, do I have time to do all that? Not right now. But once we start making more money, we do more YouTube lives, and you know what I'm saying? Hopefully garner more shit, then I can invest in like, okay, I want to make an original fucking tune with some people. You say you accidentally hit one? Oh, they say you one and done with that shit, huh? Yeah, this Miguel one. Too many people vote without listening to the others. Number 2 is lit. I mean, it's close. We had 38, 35, 27. I mean, we may go with 2. You know what? For now, we're gonna end the poll. Well, just what? A minute left. We'll do it again tomorrow, and then we can see. You touring Texas? Hell yeah. Supposedly Austin and Dallas. Trying to get Houston lined up too, but I don't know if I have enough people out there yet. But let's get into this news, man. Now, basically, as soon as you see Buddy, you know he's gonna be talking cash shit, right? So he came out and said, basically, we didn't start this shit. I don't know what Trump's talking about, but we said, if you're gonna talk about these power plants, we bomb this shit. And then he gave what he needs.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. یا ایها الذین آمنوا اذا لقیتم الذین کفروا زحفا فلا تولوهم الادبار. رئیس جمهور تروریست آمریکا در ادامه رفتار تجاوزکارانه و ناامن‌سازی جهانی تهدید کرده است که اگر ایران تنگه هرمز را باز نکند نیروگاه‌های ایران را هدف قرار خواهد داد. بارها گفته ایم که تنگه هرمز فقط روی دشمن و ترددهای با ضرر بسته است و هنوز به طور کامل بسته نشده است و تحت کنترل هوشمند ماست و عبور و مرور بی‌ضرر تحت ضوابط خاصی متضمن امنیت و منافع ما انجام می شود.
So right there, basically he's saying, I don't know what bro talking about, but the Strait of Hormuz is open to certain people. Just not America, just not Israel. Both y'all is fucking cooked. We don't care what y'all gotta say. It's not open to y'all, right? Now, what that means on the opposite side is they're making money right now and everyone else's oil is flowing other than ours, which is the reason Trump then low-key backed away and was like, oh shit, okay, like we've had great talks now, let's figure some shit out. Nah, you're not late, bro. I just started. Go to Ireland, Dublin. Nah, I definitely want to start doing travel videos, 100%. I want to call it budget travel, where basically I teach people how to travel on a budget. LJ, play the AI video Iran made about the Strait. I got you, bro. I'll play that one, and I'm gonna play the Lego Trump video too. Love for Philly, I appreciate that, man. Trump made a couple million after he said, I know. Got your pizza, and now you loaded in. So I'm saying, ain't much love from Jersey, and much love to y'all, man.
لیکن در صورت عملی شدن تهدیدات آمریکا در خصوص نیروگاه‌های ایران بلافاصله اقدامات تنبیهی انجام خواهد شد. 1. تنگه هرمز به طور کامل بسته می شود و تا نیروگاه‌های تخریب شده ما بازسازی نشوند این تنگه باز نخواهد شد. 2. همه نیروگاه‌های برق، زیرساخت‌های انرژی و فناوری اطلاعات رژیم صهیونیستی به طور گسترده هدف قرار خواهند گرفت. 3. همه شرکت‌های مشابه در منطقه که سهامدار آمریکایی دارند به طور کامل تخریب خواهند شد. 4. نیروگاه‌های برق کشورهای منطقه که میزبان پایگاه آمریکا هستند هدف مشروع خواهند بود. همه چیز برای جهاد بزرگ با هدف نابودی کامل کلیه منافع اقتصادی آمریکا در منطقه غرب آسیا آماده است. ما شروع کننده جنگ نبودیم و اکنون هم شروع کننده نخواهیم بود. اما
So like I said, he be talking big cash shit. He say, yo, these are my 4 things that we need, and if you guys strike, we will hit every single economic interest you have over here. And all of a sudden, Trump hop off the fucking plane. It was like, all right, everything good. And niggas was like, no, it's not good. Tune in from South Africa. What's going on, man? Appreciate you pulling up. W Facebook videos, I appreciate that, bro. I love that people just be pulling up from everywhere, man. And why tapping in? You're what's going on? The Lego video Trump, nah, it's on God. You late? You need a schedule for people moving forward. Lives are gonna be basically. I'm gonna try to go almost every single day, but most days is gonna be 5:30, 5:30 or 5 o'clock. Those are the times we usually gonna start. Now, Trump hops off the plane, and this is when shit starts to go left today. Favorite streamer, I appreciate that. It's Rose.
Mr. President, Iran's foreign ministry says you're not telling the truth when it comes to productive conversations to end the war.
Well, they're going to have to get themselves better public relations people. We have had very, very strong talks. We'll see where they lead. We have major points of agreement. I would say almost all points of agreement. Perhaps that hasn't been conveyed. The communication, as you know, has been blown to pieces. They're unable to talk to each other. But we've had very strong talks. Mr. Witkoff and Mr. Kushner had them.
That's red flag number 1. Kushner having the talks and Witkoff, that's Rat Kushner and Steve Kukoff. That is not a good idea, and that means everything could be a lie, because you know who they are first, and that is Israel. Don't give a fuck about us. Are you crazy? Nah, it's gonna be 5:30 Pacific time, PST. What's my football team? If you're talking about football, well, like American football or European football, you never know nowadays. Because as you see, you got people from Scotland in this joint, NYC, Bahamas tapping in, Iowa, Dayton. What's going on, man? What do South Africans think about Elon? I think it depends on which South Africans you're talking about, but I'm pretty sure most people hate him. Mad love from Honolulu, man, right back at you. So, he talking about having very strong talks, but then he says it's Kushner and Witkoff. We know they cannot be trusted. Kushner is the one guy that's in the files literally saying that he compromised Trump in the first term. Most of the time, as soon as they see that shit, you're cooked. But now all of a sudden, what the fuck's going on? Watching from the Philippines was good. NFL, I'm a Bills fan, man. I'm Rochester, man. Buffalo. Right up the street. And I hooped at Niagara, so then Buffalo was really right up the street. Come to New Orleans, man, hopefully. Connecticut in the building, DC, Charlotte, 9 in Ohio. Hell yeah. Nikki with 2 C's. Welcome to Haiti University, man. I appreciate you pulling up, joining up. That's the first join of the day. Freshman, pulled up, man. Real one. I appreciate you joining up. Oh, yeah. You know what? Now I'm thinking, where's our boy Cam at? Hopefully Cam okay, man. He must not know we was going live. You know, he used to be in here talking big cash shit. Josh Allen overrated. Tranquilo, broski. What wide receivers do we really have this year, gang? You want a blue and red practice? I don't know, maybe. You saw the plane crash footage that happened? 100%. We're going to get to the plane crash in a little bit here. But that just shows what the fuck's going on with the dude right here. TSA, nice and the ice there. Airport's looking crazy. That shit is bad. Birmingham, Alabama in the building. Seattle in the building. Let them know, Brody, 585, salute, true American. The town, come on, man. I appreciate the super chat. First one of the day. Real one, man. We got New Haiti University member, true American in this joint. Lawrence, Kansas. Just found out Epstein owned land out here in Connecticut. That's insane. Follow you from Instagram. You happy freshman? Hey, real one. That's what I'm saying, Aladdin. Why are you talking crazy? Zach, I appreciate you joining Haiti University. Welcome, man. Freshman year, gangster. Negativity leads to positivity, people. Don't you ever forget that.
They went, I would say, perfectly. I would say that if they carry through with that, it'll end that problem, that conflict, and I think it'll end it very, very substantially. We have very much in mind our partners in the Middle East. We've had great relationships with a lot of them, as you know. A lot of them were surprisingly hit, and I was surprised to see it, and so was everyone else. But we have, they're very much in mind in the discussions. So the discussions took place yesterday. They went into yesterday evening. They want very much to make a deal.
And then Iran immediately responded and said, we don't want to make a deal. We don't want, man, what the fuck is he talking about? As you can see from the other one. Dre Green, welcome to Haiti University, man, as a graduate, right off the rip. Bad like cook crash, sophomore year, come on, son. Real one. What's going on, gang? This ain't Mook used to give you buckets? Hold on. Come on, son. Give me buckets? I don't even sound real, gang. Man, hold on. Give me buckets? Ain't no way, gang. I mean, there were a couple people that did give me buckets sometimes. I ain't gonna lie. But I used to go right back down like cook crack. You feel me? Step, oh, come here. Oh, to the Baja. What you mean? Favorite bag of chips? Lay's. What's good, though, Mook? Come on, man. He said he would end the Ukraine war in a week. Oh, yeah. Man, come on, man. This, it has Russia and Israel involved. We're cooked. Now, this is shit that nobody's really talking about. So while all this is happening, Iran is just striking the fuck out of Lebanon over and over again. So I want you to think about this, right? How is this stopping Hezbollah, right? What is this doing?
Threats and targets in this war are escalating. Tonight, Israel's army said it faced weeks more fighting against.
Motherfuckers blowing up bridges so people cannot leave. It's the same exact thing they did in Gaza and they did in Palestine. Where this shit is the same exact shit happening again. And I'm pissed. Cash Patel, man, Dweeb Patel was on his knees and so was Count Bondi earlier today. But they have been very silent. You ain't lying. I was in high school with one of your boys. Who was it? And where are they from? Let's keep growing the universe. Donald, super chat, man. Real one, my brother. You real as hell for that. I appreciate that. We gonna keep on going, keep on cooking. And like I told you, I'm gonna be live a lot more often. And I'm doing this because I like the interaction better and I think this is more fun than like, okay, the video I just released on YouTube. Yeah, that was fun, but like, I'm not talking with y'all. If my parlay hit with the Pistons tonight, I got you, Brody. Hey, hold on. Look at this. Look at this. Teamwork make the dream work, gang. I got the same shit going. I got the Pistons and San Antonio on a nice little parlay. What this shit looking like? God damn, game close. Whoo! Alright, man, we needed a Detroit dub, man. I knew that was a sleeper pick. 10 wins in a row. Cade Cunningham not playing. That's a trap game every single time. Ed, Brad, number 9. Welcome to Haiti University, my boy, freshman year. Welcome in, gangster. Now, once they heard about Donald Trump talking all this shit, right? Saying that everything was going good, conversations was good. Al Jazeera, one of the only trusted sources at this point in time, which is crazy, comes and starts to, interview one of the Iranian leaders.
Fars news agency says and reports this very moment that there is no direct communication between Iran and the United States. So as per Donald Trump's message, there is some form of communication. Iran, U.S. speaking in some fashion. He didn't say how, but he did seem to say it was progressing positively. We're now learning from the Iranians, or at least from Fars, that the communication, if it is happening, is not direct.
Well, it makes perfect sense, Cyril, at the moment, even though in his tweet, President Trump talked about some kind of talks with the Iranians over the last couple of days. It's very much understandable that those talks were not direct. He did not make it specific whether they were direct or indirect, but it makes sense that they are still indirect if there are mediators, Egyptians, Omanis. And Turks, as we have heard, probably they are just communicating between the two sides indirectly, which is not contradictory to what Fars news agency has said. It's too early, I think, for the two sides to sit face to face around the same negotiation table. They have been until now.
So he's saying it's cap, but it's possible that they could be having different intermediaries. But then Trump obviously goes on to talk about, oh, you know, we talking to somebody, we just don't know exactly who that motherfucker is. Dre Green, super chat, I appreciate that, my brother. Real as fuck for that. I mean, we got 250 people in here now. Come on, man, let's go. That's what I'm talking about, man. Share with your peoples. Tell them come watch the news tonight. The real news, not this fake shit that they got going on. Now, this was the most insane shit in the world. So as remember, Joe Kent, remember how he was talking about? Once he left, I was like, oh shit, you know, if Joe leave, they gonna start cooking this man. So, all of a sudden, this is a guy that Trump hired. Understand? And now he's trying to say that he was never a fan of the man. Coming to Detroit, 100%, bro. Definitely gonna be in there. Listen to this.
Mr. President, do you know whether Joe Kent was leaking?
Look, I'm not a fan of the guy. If you look at, and you never cover this, if you look at his truths or whatever he went on, if it's X or truth, if you look at his truths or his statements, he was all for everything. All of a sudden, he wasn't. He was a man that I met at Dover. He came and his wife was killed. He remarried fairly quickly.
See, first of all, what's the point of even saying that? But now you say all of a sudden you're not a fan of the guy, and that the only reason you hired him was basically because he went through some traumatic things with his ex-wife wife that died. I mean, she ended up being his ex-wife. And then you make this comment about him remarrying quickly. But it's like every time you say shit like that, you really should be saying something about yourself. Because Trump, we remember. What happened to your wife? She mysteriously fell down the stairs. And then you went against her family's will and buried her on your golf course. Which honestly is the craziest hated move I've ever heard of. Because, I mean, like, imagine you want to visit your daughter and her family. You have to go to this motherfucking golf course? That'd be terrible. Elite hater execution. Shitty human being. But when she fell down the stairs, you was already dating somebody that was given to you by Jeffrey Epstein, Melania. And when she was pregnant, you were fucking a different porn star. So it's very funny to me that you have something to say about Joe Kent when really, I know when you take digs, it's really just snitching on yourself.
His wife was killed, and I felt badly for him. He ran for Congress, he lost. He ran for Congress again, and he lost. I said, you know, he's a guy, nice guy, seemed like a very nice guy. I met him, he was pretty heartbroken, pretty. But I said, you know, it's a shame. He ran for Congress twice. Call him up, give him a job in the White House. Smart. They gave him a job in the White House, and this is what he does to me.
See? You gotta be loyal. But now, he after this, he says something even worse than that. Where he tries to catch himself, then talks about the right wing. But in reality, he's like, oh, like, they didn't tell me he was left wing. Basically saying that he only hires people on the right wing.
You know, being a nice guy doesn't pay off too much. Think of it. He loses twice in Congress, ran not very good campaigns, should have won, but he loses twice. How do I get him? I have my people call him, because I didn't deal with him for the most part. I saw him a couple of times, but I never dealt with him at all. I had no idea his ideology was left or right.
See that right there? Left or right. That was very important because that means he's picking people based on whatever their shit has, or like basically whatever political affiliation that they're with, right? Trad Beast, you filed for FB. I appreciate you tuning in, man. And I appreciate you following over there and tuning into the live, my boy. Dre Green, another super chat. I appreciate that. You put everybody on to me too? That's even better. Real one, my boy. Shit crazy. Sam Morello, you a chef there? Say less, my boy. Make sure to DM that to me because it's going to be hard for me to remember that right now. Young Steve with a super chat. Real one, I appreciate that. Cody Martinez. Oh man, hey, that's real.
Whatever it is.
Happy to see that you tuned in. I mean, we only been live for like 30 minutes right now. So, shit. We moving, grooving, vibing, sliding, people. Now, see, this is where he starts capping. Where, really, he got turned into a bitch.
So, tomorrow morning sometime, their time, we were expected to blow up their largest electric generating plants that cost over $10 billion to build. It's a very good one. There was no dearth of money. And one shot, it's gone. It collapses. Why would they want that? So they called. I didn't call. They called. They want to make a deal. And we are very willing to make a deal. It's got to be a good deal. And it's got to be no more wars, no more nuclear weapons. They're not going to have nuclear weapons anymore. They're agreeing to that. Any of that stuff, there's no deal.
Now that's his way of backing out of that shit. Then all of a sudden, so we heard the demands from Iran earlier, but now he's saying his demands. Now this is all just like hearsay / bullshit because they niggas is not listening. They're like, we don't really give a fuck. This is my sophomore year at Haiti University. Come on, son. The hell is LeBron to 0 points a half? Nah, that's OD. How many points that nigga got now? No, it's a 3-point game. Let's just, hey man, in the chat, let's just everybody hope for our parlays in this joint that Detroit gotta win this shit. Talking out his ass, I'm telling you, every time, bro, this shit is crazy. Now, Dweeb Patel, for whatever reason, fired a bunch of people that are supposedly working on counterterrorism with Iran right before this shit happens.
FBI Director Kash Patel getting grilled this week after firing a team of counterintelligence experts just days before the U.S. attacked Iran. Each of the fired agents also happened to work on Donald Trump's classified documents case, raising new concerns of political retaliation.
Why did you fire at least a dozen agents in Counterintelligence Unit 12 that specializes in Iran counterintelligence, which makes us much less secure and safe with this war going on from Iranian attacks potentially against our country?
As I said earlier, Congressman, I don't work on timelines when these terminations occur. There are internal investigations conducted by the careers at the FBI that highlight unethical or inappropriate conduct, and it's up to me to make the decision. But our Iran Threats Mission Center has never been more resourced, as I've highlighted.
Cap, why the fuck would you do that? You know what I'm saying? Shit don't make no sense. Man, I appreciate the super chat anytime, any kind of fishing. You're been listening since day one. Got my pops, brother following here, Facebook, IG. You speaking truth, bro. Man, I appreciate that, gang. That's real. Appreciate you tuning in. You already know. We're going to keep moving, grooving, vibing, sliding, my brother. Ain't no stopping. Now, our greatest ally, with all this shit happening, right? He responds with, we're not gonna listen to anything that you have to say, basically. That's the easiest way to put it. I don't know if I have this shit favored or not. BB the Bomber. Still think he's dead, by the way. I really do. Now, see, this is what we need to talk about here. Because we talk about having peace talks and everything is good, right? This man get on AI tape here and basically say, fuck all that.
מדידנו הנשיא טראמפ. הנשיא טראמפ מאמין שיש סיכוי למנף.
Damn it, he didn't put his fucking... Why would you not put subtitles? Nobody want to hear that shit. But basically what it comes down to it, right, is Netanyahu then goes on to say, we understand you guys are having talks, but we're going to bomb Iran and Lebanon anyways. Which basically is like, fuck you. That's what he basically saying. Nigga, fuck you. And that's what Israel's saying. Well, we don't really give a fuck what y'all want to do, what y'all want to say. We gonna do what the fuck we want to do. And it's like, nigga, what? That's insane. That's why you cannot trust these motherfuckers. Now, people will ask, right? He said, nah, my parlay on the line for real. Hey, bruh, damn near about to go tune into the game and put this on hold real quick. But now, the thing is, the reason I say it doesn't almost matter if he dies or not is because this is a societal problem over there. Where, like, look what these people...
Anecdotal through my man on the street interviews when I was...
Let's just skip to the part where she interviewing. So, it's not just him. They have a culture that wants to eliminate all Muslims and Arab people of the place that they've been living since nigga ever.
Was so repulsed by the casual genocidal nature. I've never experienced anything like that.
Arabs make a piguim and we need to kill Arabs. No.
The Islam is it's a very bad disease, not just for Israel, for all around the world.
יש לך משהו להגיד, אומרת שבן ככה ערבים, מקסימום.
אוקיי, בסדר בעברית? פשוט מאוד, צריך להיכנס לשטחים, וכל מחבל שעושה פיגוע צריך להרוג אותו, צריך להרוג את המחבלים, ואז הם יפחדו ולא יעשו לנו בעיות, והכל יהיה בסדר. הם יהיו בכפרים שלהם.
These is regular civilians that's chilling on the street talking about, yeah, we just need to bomb all of them. It's like, nigga, what? The fuck are y'all talking about? And that's because these people are extreme and fucking insane. That's why in reality, this shit is nowhere close to being over. Rochester in the building, that's what I'm talking about, man. No, it's exactly why they won't. Man, I'm telling you, that's exactly why they won't take a DNA test. They never will. It's illegal over there. Now, what are their soldiers doing? This is what they're doing in occupied lands.
תמשיך לנו קו, פס, פס, פס, פס, פס, פס, פס, פס, פס, פס. תמשיך אותו לחדר שלנו. פס, פס, פס. פה. תראי פה, זה נגיעה לגז. פה, פה, פה, פה. קרב על הגז. וחבר את זה לחדר שלנו פה. הנה, דקה מסיימים. יאללה, יצאנו. פה. בנזין.
I'm saying literal psychopaths. They're recording that like they're proud of it and they can't wait to post it for other people to see. And you sit there and you think, like, what the fuck? You just gonna burn somebody's house down? Yeah. They are gonna burn and demolish every single fucking crib because they want to rebuild everything. And that's Lebanon. Understand? And they're talking about, oh, Lebanon's not really a goal of ours. No, yes, the fuck it is. Yes, the fuck it is. These people are sick. Now, yeah, we gotta get back to this shit too. Because it's Daily Mail UK posting about the 5 missing and how they're all linked with the UFOs and shit like that. But right now, let's stay on World War III. What you miss, Fluffy? Yeah, man, you ain't miss nothing, man. You know, just people talking, catching up. I got the feeling that we are only seeing what they... Nah, we're definitely... Our media right now is at, like... I don't know if North Korea is actually like that, but it's at a North Korean level. We're definitely not getting everything that we need to back because even the Iranian cash shit talk leader, he went on there and he was like, bro, when are you going to be honest with how many people are dying? Because you haven't been honest so far. There's a lot more dead than what you're leading on. And at this point in time, I kind of take what he says as fact because they haven't really lied about much yet. Now, he is more of like, I'm pretty sure a leader, but he was basically saying that we want to try to negotiate, but there's really no point because every single time we try to negotiate, in the middle of the negotiations, y'all niggas just attack us.
I think the question of talking with Americans or negotiation with Americans once again would be on the table because, you know, we have a very, bitter experience of talking with Americans We negotiated with them last year, in last June, and they attacked us in the middle of negotiations. And again this year, they tried to convince us that this time is different. They promised us that they don't have any intention to attack us. And they wanted to resolve Iran's nuclear question peacefully and to find a negotiated solution. And we finally accepted. But again, after 3 rounds of negotiation, and after the American team in the negotiation, said itself that we made a big progress, still they decided to attack us.
Still they decided to attack us, which is about to happen today, because in reality, all this is, people, is he's manipulating the market on Monday. Then through these 5 days, on Friday when the market closes, all of a sudden he'll say, oh my God, they couldn't lead. They weren't listening to anything we have to say. Boop, and then he's going to attack again. And most likely this time it's going to be him putting troops on Karg Island, which I've talked about before is an immediate death trap. If we do that, troops will die. And there's just no question about that, because that's the semantics and that's how it's set up. It is right there next to Iran, and Iran could send missiles there and fuck us up. And then they will use that as an excuse to say, hey, United States told you guys, look at how violent Iran is. Like, nah, bitch, you should have never sent them on no dummy mission in the first place, gang. Gas, $4. Okay. Out here, it's like $4.79. Some places $5. Think some places even higher than that. Do you think the massacre of the protesters back in January was a false flag? 'Cause I'm starting to question everything. See, that's the thing. I think that some protesters were killed in this exchange, but Mossad sent their people over there and increased the numbers by a large amount. And they tried to rile everybody up. And because that's what they do. They're provocateurs. They send their people and they try to arm certain things. Or they start to shoot at police officers and the shit gets turned up to 10. Now this is where this was a very important speech by this guy, because when he's talking right here over 420 in your small town, god damn. Man, when we gonna get this Gladiator Friday started? Easy Bake Ed, I appreciate the super chat, my boy. That's real as hell. Help you, you supporting me, man. That's real as fuck. And Gladiator Fridays, if I was in office, I would have started that shit yesterday, because I think this shit would be way easier to get rid of bad people. It would curb crime immediately. But right now, you know what I'm saying, I just can't do that. But, once I get a little bit older and I can start to run for shit, you know what I'm saying, you never know. But now, this is 3 minutes long, people. But I swear to God, this is worth the 3 minutes to read / I'll stop it in between. But this man is saying some real shit here, where it's like, okay, I'm definitely questioning, like, all right, is he capping or is Trump capping? And it seems to be that we're capping because they don't want it to seem like shit is going bad over there, when in reality, it may be fucking terrible.
رحیم سیاستمداران خبیث و کودککش آمریکایی صهیونی در فاصله دور از منطقه لفاظی می‌کنند و نظامیان و سربازان خود و مردم مسلمان منطقه را سپر بلای سیاست‌های غلط خود کردند و به طور مستمر ایران قدرتمند را تهدید می‌کنند. شما در قبال مردم آمریکا باید پاسخگو باشید، زیرا با سیاست‌های غلط شما سربازان آمریکایی روزانه در جنگی که راه انداخته اید قتل عام می‌شوند و در خون خود می‌غلطند و شما از اطلاع رسانی آمار واقعی کشته‌ها و مجروحان به ملت آمریکا و خانواده آنها پرهیز و اخبار جنگ را به شدت سانسور می‌کنید. اگر ارتش جنایتکارتان آمار واقعی کشته‌ها و مجروحان را درست و به موقع اطلاع رسانی کند، ضمن از همپاشیدن شیرازه ارتش بزدل و ترسوی شما و عدم تبعیت سربازانتان از فرماندهان خود با مقابله سرسخت مردم خود در آمریکا روبرو خواهید شد و به شما اجازه نخواهند داد که فرزندان آنها را به کام مرگ بفرستید. سیاستمداران، به خصوص ترامپ، رئیس جمهور بیخرد آمریکا، نمیتوانید با سیرکای رسانه‌ای دستاوردی برای این جنگ و تجاوزی که به ایران مقتدر کردید داشته باشید. به میادین و خیابان‌های ایران مقتدر و غیرتمند در تمام شهرها و روستاها بنگرید.
Bro talking big shit. And he basically just saying like, yeah, all that type of stuff you talking, nigga, fuck that. You guys are over here dying and you a foolish ass president and you know what the fuck you doing. And it's like, oh, shit. Well, that doesn't sound good. And that's not good for us. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, we do not need to be over there. Let's get the fuck back. Said Persian Arabic is so sassy. That's Farsi, I'm pretty sure. That's what they speak in Iran. Farsi, now, okay. See, Bajorn? Yeah, I was right. Damn, I be knowing some shit sometimes. They be talking, he be talking shit though, bro. Then dude, the other person from Iran basically just comes on TV and says, we have no idea about any negotiations. And then it's like, well, fuck. All right, what the fuck are we talking about then?
More breaking news to bring you now from Iran. The Speaker of the country's parliament has directly contradicted US claims that he's been negotiating with them. Mohammed Bagher Ghalibaf posted this on X in the last hour. Our people demand complete and remorseful punishment for the aggressors. All officials stand firmly behind their leader and people until this goal is achieved. No negotiations have been held with the US fake news. Fake news is to manipulate the financial and oil markets and escape the quagmire in which the US and Israel are trapped.
Like, fuck. So who the fuck is capping? And then when all this shit is going down, Yemen hop on TV and like, hey man, fuck that. We attacking niggas in the Red Sea. It's like, fuck. Doobie Doopster, I appreciate the super chat, my boy. I stand 10 digits down on intro 2. Say less, bro. Hey, I think intro 2 is gonna end up winning, bro. But I'm probably gonna try to make it even better, so I can make it to like the song to like 1 minute, so a whole intro could be. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I'm trying to tell you, gotta get on Twitch, my man. We need you on there. Okay. Starting later this week, I'll multi-stream and I'll do Twitch and YouTube at the same time. I just gotta learn how to do this shit. Lucas just took an ass shot. Does that mean that Detroit won? Because that means if Detroit wins, that means my parlay hit. Lakers lost. It's up. Oh my God. It is fucking up. That's what I'm talking about, people. Shout out to the parlay. That is what I'm talking about. Goodness gracious. The streets needed it. My Lord. Now, Yemen. This is not good for us. Because why are they attacking?
أنه يعتبرها العائق الأكبر في طريق إنجاز مخططه، ولذلك فأي هجوم وعدوان أمريكي مساند للعدو الإسرائيلي ضد إيران في إطار الهدف نفسه الرامي لتمكين العدو الإسرائيلي من السيطرة على المنطقة كلها، وهذا ما لا يمكن السكوت عنه، لأنه يعني مصادرة حرية واستقلال وكرامة أمتنا واستعبادها وإذلالها ومسخ هويتها واحتلال أوطانها ونهب ثرواتها وتثبيت معادلة الاستباحة للدم والعرض والأرض والمقدسات. ولذلك
I do not like their language as much as Farsi, that's for sure. But basically what he's saying is, nigga, if you guys are going to keep on helping out Israel, that's a direct threat and attack against us because we know what Israel's trying to do. They're trying to make a greater Israel. They're trying to come into our land and talk our shit and take our shit. So that's immediately us willing to attack you because we're not dealing with that bullshit. And, you know, that's completely understandable if we're being honest here. Thank you for showing up. Of course, Devon, I'm always going to pull up.
آن قدرتمند را ترصد مداران خبیث و کوهانتان از آبها در برابر خوی.
Then we have what possibly could be a false flag that happened over in London. So in London, there were these ambulances that caught fire, right? Very suspicious right off the rip, I might add. But this is a way to drag London and the UK into the war because they haven't helped at all. And so all of a sudden these ambulances catch fire. Al Jazeera goes on the ground because they're like, oh, this could possibly be a false flag. And look how they're treated by this society, right?
Al Jazeera, up our streets!
امشي من هون يا حمار. We feel threatened. We don't feel safe.
Now you can go. Go take your briefcase, go take your Al Jazeera equipment and go. No one needs Al Jazeera here. No one wants Al Jazeera over here. You don't decide. No one wants your people in the office. So don't attack me. Yes, but your people, the people you work for, the people you work for, the people you work. I don't know who you are. I don't know who you work for. I don't know about you, but I know the people go. Al Jazeera should go away.
Motives.
Go back to Qatar. Of course.
You represent an entity that has questionable motives, and by association. امشي من هون يا حمار. امشي من هون. Or you will be moved. No. Don't be violent.
See, they don't like entire news outlets. They like, nah, man, you can't come out here. It's like, man, what the fuck? How you gonna tell people they can't report the news? They asking questions. Now, this is also another important conversation because this is the former Israeli president, and now listen to what he says about this new generation that has taken over and is coming up, because this is very eye-opening.
Not pay attention. Most of the generals and the high up officers of today are people who were brought up, educated, shaped, and molded at the previous times of Israel, under Rabin, under Peres, under Menachem Begin, even under Ariel Sharon, in a much more responsible country. The people who climb up now the ladder, the military ladder, are different kind of people who were brought up under the chaotic, problematic value system of Netanyahu, in the settlements, educated with this kind of messianic mission to use the army as a tool to accelerate redemption. And a day will come that you will see a chief of staff with this kind of agenda. You already have the head of the Shin Bet of our Secret Service coming from these circles.
See, it's indoctrinated. Since birth, they're taught this, hey, Palestinians, Muslims, Arabs, they're evil. The way that we can establish this third temple is by accelerating this war and getting our Messiah to come back. That shit is fucking insane, bro. That's a cult. Yeah, they call it a religion, but it's a cult at the end of the day. Way more of a cult than it is anything else. Need more likes, 300 pieces. I appreciate the likes and the celebrations, the hundreds. Man, what's good? Yo, VJ, what's happening, my boy? How you living, gangster? How your Monday going on? Okay, not to just completely reverse course here, but this is just a very, very random story that has popped out, and I'm probably gonna do an Instagram video. You record these streams and upload them? Yeah, 100%. If you go to like the live tab, they're right there. So this 4-person amputee, quadruple amputee, this motherfucker, he murdered somebody. Shot them. I know. And you're probably sitting there thinking, how the fuck? Well, he was able to do it. And somehow, what makes the story even crazier is he got an altercation with his friend. They move and groove and vibe and sliding, you feel me? Then their argument breaks out while he's driving. How he drives, again, I don't know. I don't ask no questions. I just believe the stories I hear. Argument breaks out. Bro, either while driving or while parked, ops pops out the pistol, the tool, and pop his homie. Then he start driving again, dump his friend out the side of the fucking car, and then keep sliding. Mars Van, you guys did death. And now he getting charged with murder. And I'm just like, ain't no fucking way. Nigga, how? How? And there's no offense to the dead guy, but do you understand how pissed he must be? Like, you got took up top by a quadruple paraplegic. No offense to that man. But like, I know his family got to be like, man, what fuck? How? But look at this shit. This nigga, he can really shoot guns though, which is crazy. Like this nigga, like he could. I'm not gonna act like it. He does it quick. While all this is happening, I'm beat nigga. What the fuck? Ain't gonna be popping out on me, my boy. Fuck that. I'm punting, buddy. No cap. I'm launching him out the fucking vehicle. You understand what I'm talking about? As soon as I see him start fidgeting with this, nah, hell nah. Gots to go. See you never, little nigga. Oh God, shit is crazy. Dayton Weber. Pooh. That's gonna go down as one of the most bizarre murders of all time. Easily. Telling you, bro. That's what I'm saying. Bro, gonna give him the punt. You're gone. Donald, I appreciate the super chat. Y'all a homie who rolls up with no hands? I need that explained immediately. How, son? You a cornhole guy from Maryland, so this has the community in a chokehold? Nah, boy, that's insane. Like, what the fuck? Hey, bruh. Nigga say you really paid for that. Actually, what you mean, man? He supporting me, man. Don't worry about Donald. You got a homie that roll up with no hands, man. Fuck it. I'm not gonna lie though. You're not taking me up top with no hands. I'm sorry. That's not happening. I'm telling you. You gonna catch these hands, some real hands, before you ever turn that gun on me. That is for shit show. Okay, here we go. Here you can see this bullshit that he's on.
מוקדם יותר היום שוחחתי עם ידידנו הנשיא טראמפ. הנשיא טראמפ מאמין שיש סיכוי למנף את ההישגים הכבירים של צה"ל וצבא ארצות הברית כדי לממש את יעדי המלחמה בהסכם. הסכם שישמור על האינטרסים החיוניים שלנו. במקביל, אנחנו ממשיכים לתקוף גם באיראן וגם בלבנון. אנחנו קודשים את תוכנית הטילים ותוכנית הגרעין עד דק וממשיכים לפגוע קשות בחיזבאללה. רק לפני ימים אחדים חיסלנו עוד 2 מדעני גרעין, והיד עוד נטויה. אנחנו נשמור על האינטרסים החיוניים שלנו בכל מצב.
What's good from Ed Wild? What's going on? Nah, for real, I'm telling you. What? Well, so it looks like these Iran peace talks did not last very long, because...
پرتاب موشک قطر اچ بارانی خونخواهی شهدای مظلوم هوافضا رمز یا
Well, safe to say those are on the way to Israel. That's not good. Cooked. So now Iran is currently. Here we go. This is what I needed right here. S5V, I'm telling you, feel like you got blasted on God. Now, this was going on. These energy facilities, they're saying if these get hit, they're gonna bomb everything. But see, now there's Karg Island down here. Now, if we put troops on that island, they die. Because missiles from here, missiles from here, missiles from here. And they'll try to tell you, right, that this is for oil purposes. All they have to do is just cut off the oil circuit right here, and it wouldn't flow to that, because it's not like the oil is only coming from there. So that's just stupid cap that they be lying about for I don't know what reason. Oh, and then we have an explosion in Texas. That ain't Cape Canaveral? Hell no. Now, what happened in Texas? Hopefully that's just a coincidence. Have you caught a lot, man? I appreciate you tuning in. Cliffy, what's up, man? Now, this is footage that Iran then released saying we're fucking y'all ships up. That's basically what they're telling us. And now the footage that they released, but it's like, why do we as Americans not find out about any of this? Why are they not telling us any of this information?
الله أكبر الله أكبر انهدام نفتش امریکایی در محدوده شمال خلیج فارس به انتقام خون سرور و قائد و امام مظلوم و شهیدمان.
That's not a good sign. That's why I don't understand. You can't say that we obliterate everything, but they doing this type of shit. And the fact this bastard just rejected our ceasefire, like in reality, as soon as this piece of shit made this video, we should have said, it's over. No more. We're not going to be involved with what you guys got going on right now. We just let you know that we're having talks and that things are going forward in the right direction. And then you come out of nowhere, make this bullshit ass video from death, still think this is AI, still not sure that he's actually alive, and you basically just say, fuck y'all talks, we're gonna start bombing shit that we want to bomb. And it's like, no, that's not how this shit's supposed to work. Bro, look up OS. All right. OS. What happened? Didn't you just say something, but then would it get deleted? Carg Island is definitely a trap. It's completely cooked if they go to that. Well, this can't be it. Maybe they got their shit cooked. They said it cost $600 million. And that was an explosive boat worth no more than $150K. Fuck. Iwo Jima Part 2. Bro, that's what Lindsey Graham dumbass said. Lindsey Graham really came on TV and was like, hey man, you know what? Fuck it, bro. We've done Iwo Jima, we could do this too. And it's like, what do you mean? This man does not give a fuck about American troops. Think about this guy, Lindsey in the Closet Graham, is the one that's trying to send troops to their death. Listen to what he has to say.
The program has been obliterated, and they're running out of money. So here's what I tell President Trump. Keep it up for a few more weeks. Take Carg Island, where all of the resources they have to produce oil. Control that island. Let this regime die on a vine.
Is this going to, though, take Kharg Island? Is it going to involve U.S. troops on the ground? Let me just read you something from The Atlantic. Does an assessment on that. They say U.S. troops may well take Kharg Island. We believe their ability to do so, but only to endure ballistic missile strikes, drone attacks, petrochemical smoke, all without a reliable means of obtaining logistical support. The result could be a grinding war of attrition. They talk about how far away they would be from resupply.
I'm sort of tired of all this armchair quarterbacking. This has been an amazing military operation. God bless the fallen.
But it's a difference when we talk about troops on the ground.
I trust the Marines, not that guy. I trust DOD. We got 2 Marine expeditionary units sailing to this island. We did Iwo Jima. We can do this. The Marines, my money is always on the Marines. I don't know if you take the island or you blockade the island, but I know this. The day we control that island, this regime, this terrorist regime, has been weakened. It will die on a vine. And here's what I want to do. I want to get with Chris. I want to sprint to peace. As the war winds down, I want peace to ramp up. The reason we don't...
War winds down, I want peace to ramp up. Fuck everything else. I'm going to send you guys to your death. You know, we could just fight through all that type of shit. But since we did Iwo Jima, we can do this too. Like, bitch, why don't you go over there then? Why don't you go to the front lines and fight these niggas? Huh? Pussy? Shit pissing me off. Now, I need people to take a look at Kharg Island here. Just so we can understand this shit.
So right now there's this talk that...
Yes. Beautiful. Right? This is where we're going to send troops to. This is a death island. What do troops do when they get there? How do they get out and where do they go? And this is all for oil. And we think we're going to be able to control the Strait of Hormuz. And you see the oil fields there, right? He about to say the same shit. All you got to do is cut this off and you still have your oil. Then you have troops that are stranded here on Kharg Island that get fucked. They die. Then you get to pitch to the American people, look at all the people that they just killed. Wow, Iran is a terrible, terrible, terrible regime. We need to stop at nothing but to kill them. Their whole country's right here, and we're going to stick them on a little fucking island. And he's talking about this is equal to Iwo Jima. People don't even live there. I'm not saying like there's enough homes there. That's a death trap. And you do that, you just send a bunch of American troops to their death. So, in reality, what should happen is if you really want to send troops there that bad, why don't you send some IDF or Israeli soldiers then? And put their boots on the ground. And yes, it is a Battlefield 3 map. And it is very accurate because it can be played as a map. It's fucking little. And we're going to send troops there. They're going to die. It's the stupidest shit ever. Ads on the live is wild. Bro, I'm sorry, man. I put this shit on low. You can't not have ads, basically, unless you have YouTube Premium, I guess. But I did my best. Made up propaganda, yeah, facts. Now, this is what I believe is the false flag that happened in London. Because, now look at this. All of a sudden, this random ambulance that, okay, most people, right? Do you have any idea what Hazula is? Hazula in the chat? Anyone? Now, people are going to want, they want us to believe that we all know what this is. Carl Duff, welcome to the chat, my boy. Much love from KC. Song number 2, Say Less, Say Less. Right? Now, so, what's going to happen here is this ambulance is going to be set on fire. And they're going to cry that this was anti-Semitic and attacking the Jewish people. Do you understand that? Complaining about ads without donating is really wild in my opinion. Man, you know, people hate ads. You feel me? They just feel like they're being targeted and they don't agree to them. But it's okay, man. People the economy is not in the best fucking spot right now. So I understand if you guys cannot donate. It is all good. Every dollar, obviously, though, is appreciated because then I can just boop invest this shit right back into this. And so now they're labeled anti-Semitic. And really, this is just what some are speculating as terrible ambulances that were on their last leg, so they burned them to get the insurance money. But now, some people, like The Guardian, are already saying, oh, this was Iranian tied. Oh, they're just going to randomly burn your ambulances in the middle of fucking nowhere. Okay, that makes sense. It's like, geez. Then, this idiot, he gets on TV and he wants everything to sound so good and so amazing that he basically says that Russian ships are being hit. And it's like, whoa, wait a second. What the fuck? What are you talking about?
State of Hormuz, wasn't that the most obvious card they had to play here? Why is it that it seems that the U.S. was not prepared for this?
Well, Adriana, we actually were prepared for it. I don't know where this narrative came out that it was a big surprise. I mean, we do an annual exercise with up to 30 countries and about the closure of the Strait of Hormuz and how to reopen it. And so what you're seeing in the campaign now, and I think this is really important to understand, is a continuation of the joint, the combined force of the U.S. and Israel prioritizing the missile and the drone capabilities, including their manufacturing capabilities, including their ability to reconstitute their missiles and drones with support from Russia and China. There are a couple of ships sailing right now with solid fuel from China. I don't think they're going to make it to Iran. And you saw the IDF in the last 24, 48 hours striking ships in the Caspian Sea in the far north of Iran because Russia was smuggling drones into Iran to reconstitute.
So now, not only does he say out loud that we're going to try to stop a Chinese ship from reaching the Middle East, he then admits that the IDF is shooting Russian ships in the Caspian Sea. That's fucking stupid. Now, if other people see this, I mean, Russia could be like, okay, well let's escalate and we're going to start shooting American shit. Because one thing it's like to provide intelligence per se. Like, okay, these people are going here, these people are going here. Russia's doing it to Iran, we're supposed to be doing it to Ukraine. And it's like, okay, battle of two different things. But this doesn't really make no sense. And why would you admit this on TV just to make us seem like we're doing great? That's fucking insane. You put in work for a 30-second ad, gets you paid a bit. I think it's fair. I just got fired for calling the whole company cowards for not talking about the files or trying to stand up. Damn, Zio, man, I'm sorry to hear that, my brother. It's good that you stand up for what's right, but it's terrible that a company can control your future like that just because you said something. That shit's unbelievable. Thoughts on Polymarket and how the erratic announcements drive betting on the way people bets on things happening. Polymarket is 1,000% an Israeli Ponzi scheme that they're trying to copy on Kalshi because Kalshi's going to have more. But yeah, they're just manipulating the shit. And it's their site actually is not even that good. You can't even really do anything on there. It's just basically trying to incite violence and trying to manipulate a different market and trying to ruin America at the same time to get people addicted to fucking betting on their phones. Let's see. This if you guys need another thing to follow, this is actually pretty good. The RT.com, _.com. These are the people that almost got his fucking... He almost got blown the fuck up when he was giving the talk. The interview, the journalist. This was the latest thing with the whole Joe Kent shit is because we found out that he was the one that gave the information to Candace Owens directly. Because she had all those leaked text messages come to find out it was him. Polymarket is basically like a Kalshi 2.0, right? Where it's it's a prediction market per se, but right now they're spending so much ad money just trying to get people to log on or be on the waiting list so then they can make more money or get more investments. But really it's like, there's no possible way to stop insider trading when you get to this type of thing. And it starts off as, oh yeah, you can just bet on this, but then it immediately gets into, okay, when will this leader be removed? Which, yeah, you can say removed, but basically you're betting on his death. And Kelsey, with the last one, just got caught saying that there was hidden lines that, oh, death doesn't actually count. We meant removed politically. You can't bet on someone's death. Even though they knew a bunch of people were betting on his death to make money, but they still didn't pay them out knowing they were betting on his death. So that's how I know it's just like, just a complete bullshit. Another meteor in California, and shit hasn't stopped. Lebanon, that's what I'm saying, bro. These people will not. Yes, this is important. You see how the Russian-Ukraine war is going? I mean, supposedly not that good on either side. What's to stop someone removing said leader themselves? I mean, which leader are you talking about? That's the thing, is because, like, even Trump, right? You remove him, let's say somebody kills Trump, yeah, it'd probably go down as a holiday for a lot of people. But at the same time, Vance just takes right over, and he's Peter Thiel's fucking pawn and puppet. He's another little Zionist puppet that popped up out of nowhere that doesn't really make sense, because I know he's not actually that likable. Right now, basically, if you are in a high position of government, it's almost 1,000% that you've been compromised to reach that position, especially when it comes to, like, president and vice president. Yeah, there can be some shit like in the dark, like Mamdani, who kind of like was a dark horse that won mayor, AOC, but even AOC is like, she probably was compromised somewhere at some point in time, because being in government right now, there's not good people that go into that. France coming out on Lebanon's side would be huge, though.
Le combat du Liban aujourd'hui est juste. C'est se battre contre tous ceux qui menacent sa sécurité ou celle des voisins. Et personne ici ne justifie les attaques et les mouvements terroristes. Mais c'est ce message qui consiste à dire que le Liban seul doit gérer ses problèmes et que rien ne doit justifier qu'il vienne violer son intégrité territoriale, sa souveraineté. Aucune occupation, aucune forme de colonisation, ni ici, ni en Cisjordanie, ni ailleurs.
And this is the question of when will it stop or not? Because how right, like, at what point do you not let Israel take over Lebanon? Because that's literally just, I mean, ethnic cleansing. Where it's like, in the beginning, there was nothing going on or even mentioned about Lebanon. But then within 2 days almost, all of a sudden, like, boop, oh shit, you know what? Actually, we're going to attack Lebanon. And not say anything to the U.S. The United States, we hardly even report on this still, to this day. And we act like it's not happening, even though it's definitely happening, and it's happening at a very large scale. They blocking hella comments from being posted. Why you say that? Can you see certain stuff popping up? I ain't gonna lie, I do remember, like, the last live we did, it did seem like there were way more comments coming in way faster. Do you think that the ops could be trying to cook us right now? No way. I would never believe that. But it is true. I did notice that. Iran has hit Israel once again.
Fuck. בבית שלי, 2 בתים ממני.
The nerve of France, with how they've been doing Africa and the countless assassination attempts on Ibrahim, that shit is kind of crazy. Especially Ibrahim Traore, very good leader, and finally got the U.S. the fuck up out of there. See, now they're saying that within these past couple hours, after saying that we had good discussions and good talks. Supposedly, we have bombed one of their energy infrastructures. Now, I don't know if that's true yet. But, I mean, honestly, what's crazy is that Twitter probably moves faster than the actual news. That's also something that's very interesting about this World War III, is that basically announcements are being made through Twitter. People find out what's happening about the war on Twitter. Donald Trump makes his announcement about the country on Truth. And it's like, what the fuck? They blocked your comments and you didn't get a notification that I went live. I feel like a lot of people didn't get a notification this time that I went live. Even though I did a thing, but I also think I have to schedule the live out farther. Where it's like, okay, like I only schedule this one out like an hour beforehand. And I think it may hurt the shit when I do that. But I'm not positive. Let's see what people are saying. Fars news agency is reporting that U.S. and Israeli strikes targeted infrastructure in 2 different cities, including a gas management building, a pressure reduction station, and a gas pipeline linked to a power plant. Damage was reported to the facilities and nearby homes, with no casualties recorded. So if we actually did go after their energy shit, you already heard what Iran said. They're going to retaliate and start bombing shit, which is not good for us at all. But, seems like it's going to be imminent. Because, I mean, fuck. Why would we do that? It makes no sense. What's the point of talking to these people and saying that finally we're going to have a fucking good conversation and whatnot, and then you just go and bomb them? That's like the 4th or 5th different time they've done that. In here, Quentin. What's up, love from Memphis? What's going on, man? How you living, gangster? Oh yeah, and now you can also now be arrested for memes. People should know that because, you know, the synagogue attack that happened in Michigan that everyone basically called the false flag and nobody cared about, you know, people started talking shit. And let's listen to this.
I give you this by way of example. Some pond scum felt empowered and emboldened enough to put this picture of me up to try to threaten and intimidate me, which of course he didn't do because I signed up for this. And by the way, the person that did this said a bunch of terrible things, not just against me, but against a lot of groups and individuals, who, by the way, was arrested today in Wisconsin.
So he's in Michigan, somehow arrested the guy in Wisconsin for talking shit online. Now, that basically should just let you know, like, you can make memes and shit, but if you're threatening people, or even kind of threatening people online, we're in the time right now in the administration where they're just going to be like, well, we think you're going to actually carry out that act, that's a threat against this person's life, boop, arrested. That's like the society that we're in right now, which is not good. And, look at that. More bombs in Iran. I swear, Israel don't know who they fucking with when it came to this shit. Cry me river. That's what I'm saying, bro. Will not be televised. It will be streamed. That's a fact, B-Mac. And this is how we started. I mean, this is our 4th stream. Was it like 300 people in here? 375? It's good, man. I feel like this is definitely the new generation of how to do news and how to convey news and just what's happening and what's going on in the world. So now they're saying in Bahrain that it was actually not Iran that was striking Bahrain. It was actually either us or an Israeli attack, or basically we were trying to get them dragged in. Now this is another, news site.
See that in some of the war strategy, right? We actually know one of the attacks on Bahrain that was purported to have come from Iran, actually now we know it was a Tomahawk. That was a U.S. missile that actually, did the damage there in Bahrain. We've had other indications that the Americans and the Israelis are actually responsible for some of the attacks that they are blaming on Iran. Why? Because they want to draw the entire region in. They want to make it so that those Arab Gulf states, that they also fully join the fight without hesitation. The Diego Garcia strike, if that is, if that was a false flag, which I think is possible, I'm not saying it is, I'm saying it's possible. What's the goal of that? To draw Europe in. So this is the way that they think, and it's the way that they operate.
And that's facts. Because in the beginning, you heard about Bahrain, and you're like, oh shit, they're getting striked, they're getting hit, they're going this, that, and the third. And then to come to find out that it's a Tomahawk, and we only have Tomahawks, Israel only has Tomahawks. And then Diego Garcia, right? So, look at this. Come on, somebody show me. There it is. Now, Diego Garcia is this UK-US military base. Now, remember how I was just talking about the UK and how they're trying to draw them in? That's also how they're trying to draw them in. Because they said that Iran shot a 4,000-kilometer missile at Diego Garcia, but missed it. Didn't kill anybody. But all of a sudden, that means that they have missiles that we didn't know were that far. And so now the right wing is trying to switch shit and say, okay, well, wait a second. That means this was an imminent threat. If they can reach this far, that still does not mean they're an imminent threat. But Iran then comes back and says, no, we didn't do that. It wasn't our missiles. So the question is, who would do that? Now, who would do that? I'm not going to say their name, but, Israel would do some shit like that. Because that's the type of false flag they like to put. Because they're trying to draw everyone in to fight against Iran. Not because they care about people from Iran, but because they care about getting greater Israel, which means part of Turkey, part of Iraq, part of Saudi Arabia, part of Egypt, part of Iran. And that's just the reality of the situation that we're living in. Now look.
With long-range missiles. And yesterday, the Housing Secretary said there'd been no assessment to substantiate the claim. I just wondered if you could explain that to me, because I don't really understand. Does that mean we haven't carried out an assessment, so we don't know, or we know it's definitely not true, we don't need an assessment?
I believe the Housing Secretary said that there's no assessment he has seen. There's no assessment that I've seen. What I say to the specific statement that's been made is, let's remember, Israel is an active participant in this conflict. And I think all the statements it makes need to be seen through that lens. I say nothing more than that.
OK, that makes a lot of sense. Thank you.
That's him basically just saying without saying, bruh, Israel, we knew you did that. Why the fuck is you playing with us? Stop doing shit like that. And just honest, that's very understandable. Because, what the fuck? See, very important. Like I said, with Lebanon, Finance Minister says, we need to extend our border. I'm telling you, bro, this shit is a religious battle for them. This shit's unbelievable. The stream was delayed. Why can't we leave the server and join a better one? Hey, man, I be questioning that shit all the time. Definitely is a bunch of hackers in this joint. Hackers, cheaters, and they doing it blatant hacks. Like, they don't even care that you know they hacking. It's like, man, what the fuck? How do we sign up for this? So now they're saying this has nothing to do. Something's going on, bro. Something's going on with this national shit, son. Because ever since Buddy went missing, all of a sudden, this shit has just not stopped. There's been mad meteors coming through. There's just been mad stuff. I don't... What the fuck is that? I'm telling you, bro. This shit ain't normal. Something's going on. And they know it. Just don't know what it is. And then you have this now a shelter in place down there in Texas with their explosion. it's like, is that just random coincidence? It's crazy to me that in 2026, it's like, there's 5 different headlining stories that happen a day. That before, it used to be like, okay, we could run with this story for maybe like a week or so. Not anymore. Every fucking couple of days, shit gets cooked. You think it's Blue Beam? I don't know. That's a good question. I think it's deeper than Blue Beam at this point. I think that aliens may be, you know what I'm saying? I think they may either be trying to stop us from nuclear war or basically like sending more people here because they're going to either take control or do some sort of move sooner or later. As conspiracy as that sounds, some shit is going on with like the UFOs, UAPs thing. Because these people are randomly going missing. And then now all of a sudden we just seeing all these different meteors all the time. And it's like, what the fuck's going on? Bleak, I appreciate the super chat, man. Real one, appreciate the support. Is Elon paying for Elon fakes like he's going to pay for a whole bunch of shit. Remember how they said, oh my God, Doge saved so much that each person's going to get $1,000? What happened to that? And then before and after that, Trump said, well, guess what? My tariffs are doing so well, I'm going to write you guys a check for $2,000 a person. What happened to that? And then the other time that TSA was fucked over, they were like, you know what? TSA's been so good, we're going to give you guys $10K a piece. What happened to that? These motherfuckers just be lying and capping, bro. The question is right now, will we off-ramp from this war in time, or are we going to cook ourselves? Funny shirt, I appreciate that, man. Haiti University, man. Come on, son. I ain't new this, I'm true this. I made this shit.
İran'ın savaş kabiliyeti kadar önemli bir unsur varsa o da emperyalist güçlerin oyununa gelmeyen halkın kenetlenmesi. Amerikan basınından The New York Times bu durumu savaşın kırılma noktası olarak analiz etti. Gazete,
see, this is the shit that our media doesn't show us. Is their people. And obviously Iran has a stranglehold on their internet because part of their internet is blacked out and they're releasing videos they want us to see. But at the same time, we have this naive thought that they just have zero support over there when that's just not true whatsoever. And in reality, they're over there talking about like, oh yeah, we just beat the shit out of America and Israel. And honestly, not saying that they're right, but the motherfuckers may not be wrong. Car Duff, I appreciate the super chat. Real as fuck. Man, that shit be going a long way. And every time one of them pop up, that shit mean a lot. So I thank you. Oh, so now we have released some of our strike plans. That's gonna look great. Let's see what the USA has cooked up here, people.
To force open the Strait of Hormuz, the United States has devised a drastic new strategy, systematically crippling the Iranian regime's power grid. To understand how this unprecedented strike would unfold, we first need to look at the target list. Target 1 is the Damavand combined cycle power plant in Tehran province. This is the crown jewel of Iran's grid. Covering 193 hectares on the outskirts of the capital, it generates a massive 2,900 megawatts. Taking this offline wouldn't just cause a flicker, it would trigger massive rolling blackouts across Tehran. Target 2, the Shahid Salimi Neka plant in Mazandaran province. Situated right on the Caspian Sea coast, this thermal plant produces over 2,200 megawatts. Target 3 is the Shahid Raji plant in Kazvin province. Generating over 2,000 megawatts, taking this facility out would paralyze the critical industrial sector of northern Iran. There are other massive assets, but they come with heavy collateral risks. Hydroelectric dams in Khuzestan province like Shahid Abbaspor generate huge amounts of power, but striking them carries the extreme risk of catastrophic civilian flood.
We for sure don't care about civilian flood. But the fact is that this all sounds good, right? But what we fail to realize is that Iran has been waiting for this for 30 years. Really like 40. If you don't think that they don't know about what energy structures that we're going to try to hit, it is fucking insane. The real question is, how will they respond and how bad is this shit gonna get for us? Because at the end of the day, now there's basically no mission, right? They won't even say like what the end goal is. Now all of a sudden it's like, oh, we're having good talks, things are going well, we're trying to, find no more nuclear this. All of a sudden now they're trying to say, you know what, maybe we can't get rid of this regime. Yeah, no shit, dickhead. You had one chance, and that's when the protests were happening. You could try to do a complete flip of a regime change then, but you still want to let them have a democracy, so we still would have been in the same fucked up situation. But now we're even more fucked up. Who are these people? Oh, that's not. Well, here we go. Iraq has decided to join the battle. It's crazy that everyone is now releasing like hype videos when they make their announcement that they're gonna start fighting. Because I mean, like, what the fuck? Let's take a look at their hype video. I mean, I don't know what these niggas talking about, but this song, low key, is kind of fucking tough. Niggas in the cage. That was a tough ass hype video. I for real, from the Iraqi side, I'm kind of impressed. I ain't gonna lie to you. Now, it seems like Israel is doing the exact opposite of what they wanted to do. They wanted to get the rest of the Middle East involved, but it's going to be the opposite of on their side. In reality, it seems like everybody on the Middle East is kind of like, man, fuck y'all niggas. Now, that's card lobby theme right there. Nah, for real. Where do you think the Israelis are going to go since their home are in ruins? America, do you think they're going to stay? Oh, no. Well, first off, no. They're trying to get rid of America. They want to ruin us. That's what they're doing with this war. That if it doesn't, like, in a perfect world, they, like, ruin all of our resources, still win, but then they can treat us as how we've treated them. It's kind of like, oh, like, now we can just be upfront about it. But where will Israel go? I'll show you. Kenya. See, main source media will not report about this. They will not, because this is another colonizer type of plan. Now, they're already thinking about, hey, if we get ran out of here, we can make a mini state in Kenya and do exactly what we just did to Gaza and Palestine in Kenya. And Kenyans' leaders are completely compromised. They're fucking cooked. So that is where they plan on going next. They've already like put out some land that they know they want to try to get, and they think that they can do the exact same thing and just establish, oh, this is just an Israeli, area that we're gonna have right here. And next thing you know, they're having different rules, different laws, and you're cooked and no longer in control of your own place. If you don't learn from Palestine/Gaza, you're never gonna learn. That's for sure. Because, I mean, what are you, nuts? You should never let them establish their own state anywhere. That's for sure. Like, it's one thing just even think about letting them in. But if you're going to let them in, do not let them establish their own state. That's a death trap. high-profile Israeli body is lying at the regional medical center, a specialized U.S. Army hospital in Germany. Important to note, the Wings of Zion, the official plane from PM, is parked there for the longest time now. Now, you already know who I think that is. That is Netanyahu being dead. But you never know. Same time, Patagonia and Argentina? Yes. Also Patagonia and Argentina. That is facts. You can also see they're trying to take land there. Of course. Isn't this funny? The first thing, unverified allegations have linked Israeli tourists to intentional wildfires. So first off, this is why even fucking Google is compromised. And then what's the very first website? Anti-Semitic conspiracy theories. It's like literally no matter what you do, as soon as you try to find out what the fuck's going on, you're immediately called anti-Semitic. Now let's see what the Jerusalem Post had to say about it. Retired Argentinian general claims Israelis caused Patagonia wildfires. An anti-Semitic conspiracy. Of course. So as soon as you say what you think, you're immediately anti-Semitic. And that's just so crazy, is they're not Semitic, first off, and they're nothing like Jewish people. They don't follow Judaism at all. It's Zionism. Completely different thing. Nowhere close to Judaism. I don't understand how he keeps on conflating the two and they let them get away with that, to be honest. What's going on? I mean, I don't even care about how private my shit is. Motherfuckers can know what I'm searching up. But if it gives a better example of, like, use Firefox browser, why is that? Burning trees? That's what I'm saying. Oh, shit. Iran is out here Euro-stepping with their missiles again. Nah, son, I've never seen no missile do a Euro step in my life. That shit just hit him with the pull back, excuse me, crossover, step back. Wow, hit this target, dickhead. What the fuck is that? Nah, bro, that's insane. I've never seen some shit like that before. What the fuck? That day, one more time, run that bitch back. Nigga? And this is supposed to be from the shit that we have obliterated, people. They saying we obliterated that. Nigga got hit with a Eurostep missile. You ain't obliterate shit. Oh, here we go. We're relaxing sanctions. Of course we are. Any hacker will have Firefox or Linux. Okay, bet. I appreciate that, y'all. I appreciate everybody's feedback on what browser I'm supposed to be using here. Now, you ain't lying. Once Ramadan ended, it was time for that. Niggas, it's been up. Nah, this is not their final form. They haven't even reached saying, you know what I'm saying? They haven't even went saying yet. I'm not gonna lie. See, for Zelensky's gonna get on here.
Допомогу з розвідувальними даними. Це очевидно деструктивна діяльність і треба її припинити.
He's getting on here to say that Russia is giving Iran intelligence because he wants to have more people come help Ukraine. We could do that But we don't have the ability right now. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. We don't have the ability right now. We already got people over there. We cannot send more people over the Ukraine to die in this Russian war. That is like, as much as I want to help out, we too overstretched. And then they talking about Cuba, Venezuela, and shit. It's cooked. We don't got time for that right now. Now this dude was talking big cash shit as well, and he basically compares Trump to Hitler, which is, I mean, low key. I mean, he's not off, I guess, in a way.
قیافه گرفتن آقای ترامپ که نگاه میکنم یاد گیر کردن لشکرهای هیتلر تو برفهای روسیه میافتم. هیتلر اونجا که شکست خورد دیگه تا خود آلمان هم نتونست حفظ کنه. نصف آلمان رفت. اینا متوجه نیستن که ایران همون برفهای روسیه است. هرچه ترامپ میاد جلوتر اوضاعش بدتر میشه. ترامپ اینا گفته ببینید من نمیخوام یه جنگ طولانی بکنم. من یه حمله بیشتر نمیخوام بکنم کوتاه مدت. خب آقای ترامپ تو فکر کردی ما بعد از اینکه یه حمله کوتاه مدت کردی دوباره تقاضای آتش بس میخوای بکنی حتما؟ بعد فکر میکنید ایران این بارم آتش بس رو قبول میکنه؟ ما توصیه میکنیم عقب برید دیگه بیشتر از این جلو نیایید. ما اگر راه بیفتیم ما دیگه بحث آتش بس و این چیزا نداریم ها. ما هم الان به صراحت بهتون میگیم این ضرباتی که زدید، این خساراتی که تو این 50 سال وارد کردید، این هرچه ما داریم نجابت و صبر راهبردی به خرج میدیم شما توجه نمیکنید. بله مسئله جدیه ولی نیروهای مسلح ما آمادن. ما دستمون نه تنها روی ماش هست، آقای ترامپ گلوله هم توی لوله تفنگه و آماده است.
Bro, these niggas be talking with bars. I'm not gonna lie. He said not only do we have our finger on our trigger, but the bullet's already in the chamber. We advise that you pull the fuck back or shit could get spicy. You already know, margin of error, you guessed it, death. Nigga, we sending them shots at y'all. And it's like, oh shit. What the fuck? You gotta chill out on the we shit? We ain't got nothing to do with this shit? Yes, we do. We're American. There's nothing you can do about it. What do you mean? In history books, this going down as we. As much as you don't want it to be like we, it's we, bro. It's gonna be United States. America did this shit. Now, I heard niggas talk crazy, but I've never heard a nigga talk this crazy. We got our finger on the trigger, but the bullet already in the chamber. Back the fuck up. You know what it is. It's like, oh shit. If I see that, I'm backing the fuck up. What we talking about? Yeah, we the people. Zito, that's what I'm saying. Shit is not good. Not good at all.
آقای ترامپ هر شب خواب نفت و
When the police pull you over, ain't no weed? Yeah, no shit, nigga. What you mean? Those are the police. I'm talking about history books. In history books, it's gonna go down as we. They gonna be like, what the fuck is going on in the United States and how did they let that happen? Just like we talk about Germany in World War II. We say, how the fuck did the Germans let the Holocaust and the concentration camps, the civilians just sat there and ain't do shit? But look at us. We ain't doing shit now, nigga. This guy, I ain't gonna lie though, that was a bar. I'm about to use that. I got my finger on the trigger and the bullets in the chamber. I'm like, oh shit. That nigga talking spicy. Well, you see, we the people do control shit. If you looked in Nepal, they overthrew their government. If you look at other countries that have also overthrown their government, the people do control. But it's actually getting the people on the same side. See, we live left-wing, right-wing, in that we have to verse each other. With 230 million people in the United States, that's not going to work. You need at least 200 million type shit to be on the same page because how powerful the government is and how willing they would be to kill us and how willing his cult would be to support them killing us. So in that, the evolution in some way needs to start with a MAGA supporter that gets fed the fuck up with his non-release of the Epstein files, the dragging of us into this war and American troops killed. That could start our uprising. But until then, all we can do right now is use words.
Austin,
Is that correct?
Thank you. Finally, somebody said this shit.
But this is a big money move. Militarism is not going to help this. Adding more pain and suffering is not going to help this. Destroying our infrastructure for the globe is not going to help this. And so this is a big money move that is just sacrificing American lives. If Israel truly wants to get rid of Iran as a threat, why don't they contribute their soldiers? But they're too busy proliferating their land in Lebanon, which they've never held tight to their ceasefire. Israel has a horrible record of not delivering on any ceasefires. They continue to kill the people in Gaza. They're annexing the West Bank. I've been to Gaza, West Bank myself. I've experienced the cruel, brutal behaviors of the Israeli settlers. What you should be talking about is the Israeli settlers in the West Bank. Their horrid actions. They are the true terrorists.
You see dead silence? I would like to know all those things too. Oh, here we go. And then we got Ted sucking Dick Cruz. He couldn't wait to hop on Fox News, start talking his bullshit.
Together, we were down in Texas together, and we spent much of that time talking about Iran and whether he should launch the attack. And Jesse, what I told him is he asked, should we keep negotiating? And I said, listen, the Ayatollah is not negotiating in good faith. All the Ayatollah is trying to do is delay.
That's so insane for him to say that. Not good faith. We're the ones that were in negotiations with them and then bombed them. So how are they not negotiating in good faith? When in reality, we've been the only ones that are the aggressors and not operating in good faith whatsoever. Yeah. To overthrow your government, of course. People do understand that. But that doesn't still take away the fact that in the history books that if you don't overthrow the government, you still go down as we. And that was your original argument, is stop talking about we, but nigga, it's we. Regardless how you spin it.
Delay and delay and delay while they build missiles, while they build drones, while they try to reconstitute their nuclear program. And my advice to the president was there was only one deal he should accept from the Ayatollah, which is the deal that President Trump gave Nicolas Maduro. Before we went down and arrested Maduro, President Trump gave Maduro the option to flee and live in exile. And Maduro foolishly said no, and he's regretting that now because Maduro is going to die in a federal prison. I told the president, if the Ayatollah and the mullahs want to take that deal, that's a deal worth accepting. Anything else should be unacceptable. And thankfully, the Ayatollah is not with us anymore, so I suspect he is also regretting not taking that deal.
Well, that's such a stupid, dumbass point, you ugly fuck. Because guess what? You just admitted that even with the Ayatollah dead, nothing changed, nothing stopped, and we're still at war. Like, I hate when people just say stupid shit like that. Oh, there we go. And then we have the IDF bombing South Lebanon for no fucking reason.
Allahu Akbar, lak alhamd. محطة الأمانة مفرع مخيم الرشدية.
Ted could definitely go to hell. Dad's got kicked from every country. I'm telling you, bro. Every country over and over again, and then they be acting like it's a surprise somehow about what be happening. And it's like, nigga, what are you talking about? It's no surprise. Reasons the Greater Israel Project, 100%. Yes, that's the reason for basically everything. Ted's Zodiac Killer, fuck him. That's actually hilarious. Dude looked like the fucking Zodiac Killer too. Well, not that we know what the Zodiac Killer looked like, but you get the fuck I'm talking about. See, this is the reality of the situation. Is we say we obliterated their shit, and then they release videos like this showing how many ballistic missiles that they have, and they're ready to fire at any time. And no matter what we say, this is the reality of the situation. We're either going to be in a forever war, or we off-ramp this shit and get the fuck up out of there. And I don't see us off-ramping because Israel and BB the Bomber and company have us in a cuckold with Trump. So we're kind of cooked. But at the end of the day, this is them letting us know that they're nowhere close to being done with this shit and that they're ready. Troops on the ground, shit looks AI, but at this point, I mean, bro, that's the thing. With AI right now, this shit is terrible because everything looks like AI. It's kind of cooked. He didn't say we don't care about Trump, but this is very true that it shows his true colors in the fact that we are 100% trying to have these negotiations and he doesn't give a fuck. Not AI fisheye camera. Uh-oh. The use of a new secret weapon will begin soon. It will bring an end to the enemy's operations. And that's what the Iranian leader said. I hope that's cap. But let's see what they... No, bro. If they actually cut fiber optics, that would cook us. I hope they don't have that type of Navy connections. Yeah, I mean, it will kind of be tough for them to... I don't know. Who knows at this point, though? Because I can't believe what America's doing. Niggas be capping all the fucking time. We trying to save the world. You watching layup lines? Hey, man, hey, chill out, man. That's not what I was watching. That's just part of my feed, gang. What you want me to do? Russia urges Iran to... Yeah, something bigger is going on with the Russia's thing. Because we know they're helping them out, but we don't know to what capacity. And that's very, very important. Also, so Iran right now is bombing the fuck out of Haifa, though. Red Bull nowhere in sight. We moving, grooving, vibing, sliding. No cap, gang. We should do some like reaction streams too. I could do that. That would be fun.
יורים לך קרוב. שואו איזה מטח, שואו איזה מטח. שואו איזה נפילות. שואו איזה נפילות, נפילה.
Yeah, bro, Israel's getting cooked. So, if this is true, right, that we actually attacked their infrastructure, so let's see if they've reported. U.S. attacks Iran energy. Let's see if they've said it. Oh shit! No, that says good talks. That says good talks. Postponing. Iran says postpone strikes. You see how late the news is? Get soundboard gang. It'll make the live better. Trust. Say less. I have to figure out how to put that shit in there. What's going on, Thicknificent? Bat like cook crap. Why am I just finding out you have YouTube? What up, man? Hell yeah, we got YouTube. Share with a friend. Join the Hater gang. Hater University in this bitch. We had, I mean, I think about 4 or 5 people joined Hater University so far today. Bro, Sue got smoked by a chicken. As soon as I get done off this live, bro, I am getting on my phone and making a video about that paraplegic dude that bodied, son. Because there's just no way you got took up top by somebody with no arms and no legs. I'm going to look at God like, my nigga, please give me a second chance. Please. Like, I didn't think he was going to do something that fucking iniquitous, boy. So now look, on the news sites it says there's a pause. There's no fight. There's no nothing. Appreciate that, Chris Williams, Don Key, my goat. What's going on, gangster? Yeah, definitely get a soundboard. I'm thinking about it, bro. I think it may have to happen. But now, look at what Twitter says. Attacks Iran energy. Let's see if we got anything going so far. He lied just to drop the oil prices. Iran attacks incoming to Israel. Now, oh shit. Okay, so reports, this is Al Jazeera. You go, I'm not gonna lie, man. Al Jazeera, you can trust him. Now let's see if Grok. Al Jazeera updated Iran's Fars agency. Okay, so as you can see, main news stream. This is breaking news, basically, right? Would I say he finally bared arms? That's fucking hilarious. Yes, that nigga did bare arms. This is breaking news, though. So now, this whole entire day we've been talking about, okay, we finally had talks with Iran. We're in a discussion. Then Bibi the bomber comes on TV from the dead and says, we don't really give a fuck. We're going to keep on striking them. Now, Iran is saying that their energy-related buildings have been attacked. Now, if that's true, that means Iran will then respond by either bombing the fuck out of Israel or they attack our energy shit. Which means American troops will die / I don't know what energy gets cut up or cut off over there. But it's clear that most likely all that shit was just a ploy to drop the oil prices and now he's just going back to fuck us again. So, this is not good. Because, oh man. No, that's not good. That is not good at all. What I say, Iran will respond. So now it's a fact, almost 100%, that we did actually strike their energy shit. And now Iran is launching more missiles at Israel. And fuck them. They deserve that. I hope they get fucking hit. Because that's bullshit, bro. Like, why would you go and attack their energy infrastructure in the middle of supposed negotiations? That's the third time that you would have backdoored their ass. Saudi Arabia intercepts drones. Kuwait says it's responding to incoming missiles. Then we had the military crash. Oh, man, this shit is fucking ridiculous. Nah, gotta add the Iranian hype video song to the intro. That's funny as fuck. Just hear the second intro again. That second intro is tough, ain't it? I told you. In Bahrain. Well, that's not good. Because if we hit their energy, we're fucking cooked. Power outages in Saudi Arabia and Kuwait. Because most likely we did hit their energy and now they're hitting other people's energy facilities. Which means they're basically going to turn West Asia into fucking dark. Now this is Tel Aviv. So as you can see, it's a mix of missiles and then it's a mix of anti-missiles. And basically you're just looking at a shiny night sky, that's for sure. East side of Atlanta in the building, what's good? Did you ever see about B. Bomber being born in Philadelphia? Oh yeah. No. His name is Benjamin Milikowski. He's Polish. He is basically from the U.S. and he graduated from Philly. He basically rushed through school because who knows what Israelis were pushing him through that. But yeah, all that shit is cat, bro. This is what they want? No, this is exactly what they want. Okay, see, here goes another guy.
Chinese access. Look, I think the fact is, if we want to, we can close down the Chinese access, which would be of tremendous impact on China. So this notion that somehow the Iranians have the upper hand in the Strait of Hormuz is just profoundly wrong. It's the U.S. Navy, which is just beyond the strait, which has the upper hand. And we can bring a lot more pressure to bear than we have so far. We also can do a lot more damage to the Iranian infrastructure than we have so far. And I suspect that tonight there are teams both in Israel and in America working very hard on targeting and getting prepared, if this does break down, to have an immediate response and to keep taking out more and more elements of the dictatorship. They've suffered enormous losses in their current leadership, and I think they're at risk of having even more losses. So
AKA BB the Bomber's plans coming perfectly together and we're going to be in a fucking forever war. And, goodness gracious, that'd be fucking terrible. This is exactly what they want. You hear, hey university, need your Hater University merch? Man, it's coming soon. Definitely for the springtime. April spring drop is going, I'm going to make that shit happen. Always the old people. I'm telling you, it's always the old fucks that got the most shit to say. But then when it comes down to it, they don't got shit to bring to the fucking table.
Eight-hour deadline that was set to expire at 7:44 p.m. Eastern Time early tomorrow morning here in the region. But after that True Social post that you just read, Bill, President Trump now extending that deadline 5 days, perhaps after the markets closed, after he said he had good and positive discussions with the Iranians. Now, the Iranians denied that any kind of discussions took place. But here in the UAE, it joined more than 20 nations that have signed on to help open the Strait of Hormuz and condemned Iran's action. They said they would be willing to contribute, but did not list any specifics. But they want to get the Strait of Hormuz open. And over the weekend, U.S. forces did not get the weekend off, Bill. And now it's over 8,000 strikes hitting targets deeper now inside Iran, including destroying more of Iran's one-way attack drones. Though Iran's still averaging over 60 drones and over 24 ballistic missile launches each day throughout countries in the region, more than 3 weeks into this war. And just a short time ago, as American-Israeli airstrikes continue, the air tasking order starting lineup in layman's terms, Bill, will be without the USS Gerald R. Ford. She just arrived in Crete earlier today in the Eastern Mediterranean. After a fire on board in the laundry room, she will be replaced by the USS George H.W. Bush, getting ready to set sail in the coming days from Norfolk. And the USS Tripoli Amphibious Ready Group should be arriving here in the Middle East in the coming days with over 2,000 Marines on board, and an equal number in the 11th Marine Expeditionary Unit aboard the USS Boxer should be here in about a month after leaving San Diego in the past week. Now, there's also indication.
That's fucked, because that means that we already have people over there when we're not supposed to be having anybody over there. So that means we're launching troops and troops is on the way, which means this war is just getting fucking started in a way which is not fucking good. It was never meant to be working system, not for real. My guy's still alive. Come on now. I be telling y'all, at least 2 hours. I mean, shit, I think we already passed 2 hours just now. But come on, son. We live in this bitch. Yeah, the Iron Dome is getting cooked over there, son.
فوق سخنين.
That Iron Dome, man, that shit like Olay. Come on through, gang. They hating these niggas, bro. Mad shit do not get intercepted like it used to. I still can't believe we saw that fucking European missile earlier. Oh, hold on. That looked like that shit was hitting that time. I don't know about all that. Oh, wait. That shit look like it worked just now. They probably empty truck out there shooting missiles out the mountains? Nah, for real. Now they're talking about the U.S. Abraham Lincoln, but it's like, why would you show our presence? It's just stupid. Epstein Fury. That's the only reason we're over there is because of that nigga. Shit pissed me off. Now that looks like it could be AI. see what Grok said. Vibing is slaughter. Love from Canada. Iron Dome like Luka on defense. Nah, that's actually hilarious because Luka do be letting up shit. But because of Luka letting up shit today, he helped my parlay game. That's what's kind of crazy. 1 million people displaced so far in Lebanon, and now they blowing up churches and shit. We gonna be hating, debating. Nah, facts. Watching the phone and TV. That's real right there, my boy. I appreciate that, gangster. Bless. Thank you, Lisa.
مورد با این مراجع هست.
If the 80-second jumps into the Iranian, I'm gonna be jealous of shit. Yeah, alright. Jealous to fucking death? Are you crazy? Delay is in the YouTube Xbox app? What you mean?
Civilian building here in Tel Aviv after a ballistic missile, an Iranian missile, hit it. This was a barrage of about 20 ballistic missiles, all targeting different civilian neighborhoods in Israel. Thankfully, the Israeli population is resilient and is listening to the Homefront Command guidelines. And thankfully, as far as we know now.
I mean, shit. That's what happens. You mess with the bull, you get the horns, dickhead. Stop fucking with people. Like, what you want me to do? Farmingham back in the building. Come on, man. What's up? Yeah, they asking for reparations and shit. About to get real in there, son. Boo-hoo. That's what I'm saying. Cry me a fucking river. Now, it's not good that our drones are getting shot down. Now, this is an unmanned one, but this is what a Shaheed drone looks like. And usually, fucking Mars Vera, you guessed it. But how the fuck did they shoot that down? I mean, well...
I think the president said he never really remembers you that well. He never really met with you.
I'll be responding to everything but your questions, fam. What would you ask? Quick summary on everything going on. Okay, my bad. I had to scroll back. Quick summary would be Trump lied about having negotiations with Iran. Then Israel and Netanyahu from the dead came and said, we don't really give a fuck if you had negotiations or not. We still gonna be bombing they shit. And now, supposedly, we did actually go and bomb the energy infrastructures. So we can only imagine over the next couple hours, Iran is going to bomb the fuck out of other energy infrastructures in return. So the next probably 12 hours are going to be very, very interesting to see what is hit and how much was destroyed. As you can see, Iran is striking consistently. They said this is their 77th wave, and who knows how much shit is going to hit. William McCaslin finally making the rounds. I should have posted my video a little while earlier, but it's taking forever to edit it. I'll be bullshitting. Now they're saying it's a national security issue. Duh, it's been a national security issue. How the fuck did he go missing? Niggas like this don't go missing, especially when they have this many secrets. Talking about a UFO gatekeeper. Well, the gate's opened up now. Iran said that the U.S. has wanted peace talks to end war, but Iran has not responded. So, I mean, that wouldn't be good. If Iran basically is saying now we don't give a fuck, that'd be bad. What's good, CJ? Water bomb. Man, welcome back. Appreciate you tuning in, gangster. Uh-oh. Saudi Royal Palace is getting fired on? Oh, they shooting shit over there. That's not good. How long I'm going to be live? Probably like another 5 to 10 minutes. I ain't gonna lie, man. It's over 2 hours now, and then we're gonna be live again tomorrow, 5:30. But I'm gonna make sure that I put the scheduled stream out further this time. What's going on? Enjoy Clubber Lane. What's happening, my boy? Oh, yeah. And so Iran heard all that shit people were talking about, like, y'all haven't been able to shoot shit down. Y'all not going to be able to do nothing. And so they released the play-by-play of how they're going to shoot shit down. Baby Dispo, come on, bro. You going to just spam this shit when I actually answered you? I know it's delayed a little bit, but I'll be answering most questions. You wonder how many sleeper cells are going to be activated? That's a good question. I don't know. Now, they shooting drones down with a regular fucking rocket is insane. Like, how in the fuck? Like, you can't even see that shit, gang. And that's just a regular person standing firing away. Like, what the fuck? Easy bake. Been here the whole time. I appreciate you tuning in for the live stream, bro. Hopefully this shit has been entertaining and, a good way to add to your night. So, people, I appreciate y'all tuning in once again to another episode of the LJ Show, man. This shit is mad fun for me. I have a great time doing this shit. And, you know what I'm saying? We're going to keep on doing these lives because this shit, what's happening with my TikTok account, that shit's still banned, bro. So most likely what I'm going to do is try to make like a documentary out of it, to be honest with you, and be like, okay, American free speech is clearly being banned. We're getting cooked. We need help. So that's my only option. Because I reached out to some people I know that like kind of work with TikTok or like know TikTok, and them niggas was like, shit, I don't know what to do. I don't know if I can help you out. One dude was like, man, you only hit me up when you need TikTok shit. I'm like, well, yeah, nigga, you work at TikTok. Right? That's what I thought I was hitting you up for, bro. And tomorrow, most likely, we're going to be live again. Maybe, obviously, news shit, but, maybe some more reaction stuff. So, like, I'm going to start that Discord up so you guys can all see that. And now I'm about to go make this paraplegic video because how did he catch a fucking body? That makes no sense to me. But, yo, I appreciate y'all tuning in. I appreciate everybody that joined Haiti University today, and I appreciate all the super chats and sending messages. And, I'll be trying to read the comments, but, every super chat, I definitely can read them motherfuckers. And people supporting, y'all real as fuck. You know what I'm saying? This only our 4th stream. We have, like, over 300 people in here almost the whole time. Like, we just getting started. This stream number 4, imagine we're going to be at stream 100. And y'all been in this bitch since the beginning. So I appreciate you moving, grooving, vibing, sliding with me, gang. You know what I'm saying? Negativity lead to positivity. Don't forget my tuition for Haiti University for the day. I appreciate that, Brother Jumbie. Real one, man. That's real as fuck. Thank you. And you know what I'm saying? You already know what it is, bro. Y'all stay iniquitous, vociferous, malfeasant, Mephistophelian at all times. And with that being said, you already know what that mean, baby. Come on, son. Let me see the comments. You already know. I know it's a little bit delayed, but y'all know what that mean, gang. God bless everybody. You ain't lying. What is that? Sir, run the outro!
Now for a lesson. You may have heard these words before, but I'll teach you what they really mean. Go beyond! Plus!
Or here's McLovin, the 25-year-old Hawaiian organ donor. Okay, so what's it gonna be?
I am McLovin.
This is my day. I'm in the prime of my youth, and I'll only be young once.
Yeah, but you're gonna be stupid for the rest of your life.
You just gotta keep living, man. L-I-V-I-N.
Yep. I said it before and I'll say it again. Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
Everything only gets better from here on out. What if everything does work out for you? What if all your best days are still ahead of you? What if all your dreams do come true?